I'm working on the sound, Terry. Give me a second. Jesus Christ, slave drive. Hey guys. Finally a day for myself, which means I can sit down on my ass and enjoy myself. Hey Kojak. Let's see if we can catch something without Tommy. Hey, Tommy. How you guys doing? A slightly different view than normal, guys. Yeah, I know I will not catch anything. I'm used to that. I just needed to get out the godforsaken hellhole. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, you bastards. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you have to throw your line out. Yeah, I know. First I need to put bait on my hooks. So how are you guys doing? Everything okay? I saw you fell asleep behind your computer, Tommy. Watching a stream. You getting old? Huh? Hey, Bilk. Yeah, zero catches. I'm just here, man. Holy shit, man. I'm not like you, Tommy, that catches straight away fish when I'm fishing. I need some time. That's what you get with old people. They need some time. Oh, you did you did a live stream yesterday, Bill. How was it? You like doing it? Stupid boats. Yeah, well, that's something that you get used to, man. That's also why you need moderators that know what they're doing. Oh, fuck. That's what I mean. If you got the right people, they know exactly what to do. And sometimes trolls ain't that bad, but yeah, they're usually assholes. But then I have to say also that usually you don't see that many trolls with fishing channels. Hello, Mr. KD. How are you doing, my friend? You had a long session on the carp. What the hell was going on with your mic, man? Because that was funny as hell. Yeah, you were sitting a long time too, eh? I mean, I'm not the smartest one either. It took me to two streams to find out that on the mic there is a button you have to push on. So I'm not the brightest bulb in the bag either. But today, no customers in the hotel, so I thought, well, let's enjoy myself on the water side. I know how you feel, Teddy. Stupid birds are catching fish. Let me see if I can show them. Those birds over there. They're feeding their young. So there is fish in the water. See you, Belk. Thank you for dropping in. Goedemorgen, Giel. It's funny, the whole week it's fucking hot and sunny. I go fishing and it looks like it's gonna goddamn rain. Really? You see, Tommy, this is what happens when you're not here, man. I'm trying to get some color so they don't call me whitey anymore. I guess I need a holiday for that one. Oh, sure, the wind picks up. Really? The wind? Oh, jeez, I hate that. Fucking wind just turned on the water. Oh. Okay. Hey, Pablo. How you doing, man? You had a busy stream yesterday, I saw. You pulled some nice cards. Here you got bream, you got bass, you got pike, you got sander, you got eel, you got catfish, you got carp, and a few other fish. But this spot is really hard to get something really quickly because it's really the big open water in the front of Central Station over there. And usually people don't fish here. What is weird because I will show you. Let me get my rod in my hand. Look at the whole place you got to fish. Perch, the freshwater bass. You see how long of a place you got to fish, and never you see people fishing here. Never. And then if you go this way, you got a big restaurant. Watch it. That's a Chinese restaurant on the water. Smallmouth. We only got one kind of bass in the freshwater here. And then at the end of the pier, that's the spot where the boats are allowed to go down, lay. The side where I'm sitting, it's not allowed to swim or to put your boat. So this is the spot where you can fish without being disturbed by people. I'm 200 meters away from Central Station in Amsterdam. Normally I would fish at a canal that's a little bit less wide, but I had some nice fish here in the past, and it's also a nice place to sit because you don't have to worry about too many people in your neck. Yeah, maybe some tourists, but that's it. That's the only nasty thing. You have to pay attention to the fucking seagulls. They will rip your bait out of your hands. Holy shit. And they come in really close. And it's a nice spot. This is usually also the spot I get in a lot of arguments with people on boats because they think they're allowed to put their boat right next to me and they ain't. But there are a lot of people in Amsterdam that got boats and they got no fucking clue how to maneuver and where they're allowed to put their boat down and things like that. So yeah. Would be nice if I catch some small fish. Then I will throw one rod out on the piker sander with a big floater. Would be nice to catch a nice sander again to eat up. I know a lot of people wouldn't eat them out of this water because it's murky water, but I got no issue with it. I got plenty herbs and spices to cover up the muddy taste if need be, but it's not that bad. But at the canal where I sit usually with Tommy, that's the place where you can easily catch fish. But this is a little bit different. But like I said, I'm more out to get some color on my body, at least my arms. So what you guys doing today? Anybody doing anything special? I just put my head off to get some color on my head. Oh, you mean the things you put on the floor? Hey, Giel, I'm really good at doing nothing, man. And you know why? Tommy has learned me how to do nothing. Why do you think I go fishing now? Because finally I'm alone. So if I catch a fish now, I already won the game. If I go fishing with Tommy, I always lose. So yeah, there is that. Fucking bastard. But then I don't fish to catch always. I always enjoy it if you're with more people. Well, I'm usually the same, Terry. You know, work is my life, but that changed a little bit, and that happened 2 years ago. So I try to enjoy myself a little bit more these days than only work. And of course, I met Tommy 2 years ago, so that takes a mental toll on you too. Looking good. I think the fucker had a stroke. Oh, nice, Giel. Did it take long? I will look at your canal. At your canal. Nah. I will look at your channel later, Terry. I subbed to so many canals the last 2 months that I got no clue how, what, and where. Maybe I did look at your channel. I don't know anymore. Is it the one with the carbs? With the, how you call them? Koi carbs? Because that one I've seen. And the funny thing is, okay, there even are places in Amsterdam where you can catch koi carp in the wild because people have released them. How stupid can you be? An expensive fish like that. But hey, I don't either. I don't have the patience to be fishing on carp and things like that. I cannot be sitting like 2 3 hours and not catch anything. Or 2 3 days. But then usually fishing for me is like luxury sunbathing. Thank you, Floor. Hey, White Rose. I never had 12 likes this quickly. Yay. That made my whole day. There are 12 people that liked me today. Yay. And I don't even have Tommy with me. Extra bonus. He's gonna kill me next time. Oh my god. Is the sound okay, guys? Oh, this is some nice hot sun. Yes. Let it be this like a few hours and I'm happy. I will have some color on my arms and my head. I'm still whitey, don't forget, but a little bit of color would be nice. Cool, Terry, thanks. Normally I got my mic on my cap, but I put my cap off because then my bald head can get some sunshine. Hey, big guy. Hey, there are a little bit less boats here than in the canal, but that's logical because the canal that I'm living, basically the house that I'm living in, is a tourist attraction for the people on the outside. They all like to look at my window and my door and be like, oh, look. And here the most of boats you will see are boats with people on them that rent the boat to drink alcohol, to eat something. And it's cheap as hell. 18 euros and you can go on a boat for 2 hours. And you can drink what you want. Alcohol or whatever. Okay, we got the first fish, guys. We got the first one. Oh, nice one. Hey guys. Go. Oh. Dat was een ruisvoren.
Ruishoren?
Ruisvoren.
Oh, voor.
Ja.
En voetjes ook?
Huh?
Voetjes, hè?
Ja, je gooit lokvoer erbij af en toe, een beetje. Maar hier vang je niet superveel, omdat het is groot water. Het is heel diep. Ja. Dus hier ongeveer, en hier beneden is het ongeveer 2,5 meter. Maar ja, je vangt af en toe eens wat.
Ja, leuk man.
Ja.
Ja, succes.
Dank je. Yeah, this one got away quickly from me. He was like, I don't want to be on camera. Bye. I wanted to show you guys better, but when people are standing behind you and talking about you, oh look, he's fishing, he's hurting the fish. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit. I throw them back as quickly as possible. But hey, there is fish. We got one. I don't know how you call them fuckers in the English. In Dutch, we call them ruisvoren. I don't try to hurt them. That's why I eat them as sashimi. Well, yeah, that's possible. I didn't bring a knife, shamefully, because if I would catch a sander to take with me, I like to kill them quickly as possible too. And it's always funny because people are always bitching about, ah, you don't know how it feels to get a hook in you. Trust me, I think all fishermen know exactly how it feels to have a hook in your body and you have to push it through. Well, I did at least for 3 times, so don't come with that kind of bullshit. And the barbs I got on the hooks are not that big, so I'm not really that worried that the fish will be hurt or have a lot of pain. I always try to unhook them as quickly as possible. But hey, I'm down off the zero. I got one. Yay! Hey, Fruity Shorty, my man. Yeah, but that's the funny thing, Terry. People are always bitching and moaning about people fishing. Like, oh, you hurt the animals. And then you see them walking around in gear and they drive horses for a hobby. And they got a whip, but I'm hurting the animal. And I'm like, really? You're fucking hitting an animal to get moving, but you're bitching about me? No.
En dan bij de tickets wel echt. Nee.
And you know what it is, guys? Everybody is killing animals. Because the moment they see a cockroach, they see an ant, they see a fly, a wasp, a mosquito, whatever, what do they always say? Oh, I'm gonna kill it. Spiders. So the hypocritical thing about, ah, fuck you. I hate those people. In my eyes, if you got principles, then keep on your principles. But that also means then you cannot kill things like that. You know, you cannot say, oh, you're not allowed to kill chickens or cows or whatever to eat. But at the same time, when you get cockroaches at home, you're calling an exterminator. Really? Then don't kill them either. That's the big difference with people. But that was a nice one. Long time ago that I caught one like that. Okay, guys. I got another one. Look, guys. A bream. Ah, nice. We're doing well. Slimy fuckers. That was we call them in Dutch brasem. And basically, those are the most slimiest fish. I don't know for sure how to call them in England or America, but we say bream a little bit. But those are the most slimy fish you can catch in the waters in Amsterdam, in the fresh waters. The only one that can compete with the slime is maybe the eel. And they're okay fish to catch. You know, it's fish. It's not like you're gonna eat them. And trust me, you don't want to eat them. There are a lot of bones and the meat is not that nice to eat. But I want a small fish. So I can put it on the big fish. Well, if I don't catch a small one, that's okay too. You know, I got two now. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. It may sound weird, but well, you know what it is? Polish people and people from the East European country, they eat carp and they would eat the brasem, the bream too. But it's Dutch people don't eat them.
They are. They are.
That's why I said if I would catch a pike or a sander and the hook is too deep in his throat, I would kill it and eat it because Dutch people are used to eating them. But myself, yeah, I don't have an issue with eating them. I've been fishing from the age of 5, and usually, like 35 years ago, when I started fishing really on uh, pike and sander, and if we would catch eel, they would come home and we would eat them. And with spices, you don't have to worry. You know, if you use peppers and you use curry and whatever kind of spices and herbs, you can easily master the taste of a little bit of groundness, but I don't care about that. It's the bones that's the most annoying thing. There are a lot of bones in pike. Even in Japan and China, they eat carp. Here, it's not done in the Netherlands, not by Dutch people. And sometimes people get offended in the Netherlands because when they watch in America or Australia and they see that the carp is getting shut down and killed, they're like, "Oh, but yeah, in their country it's a plague." They don't know better, so you cannot get angry at that. Come on, there should be some small fish too around here. I need some bait for the big boys. And I don't need clouds, really, guys? Holy sh. I also got a fucking flat tire when I came here. So it's gonna be a nice drive back on the bike. Well, that's okay. Yeah, but fruit shorty, that's usually the thing. Every country's got its own thing. I mean, I tasted shark a few years ago on Gran Canaria, Spanish island, and it tasted great. And I know people that have eaten shark and they said, well, it was like ammoniac, the smell and the taste. But that's because you cannot eat every shark. There are certain sharks you can eat. It's the same with the snook, the guy, the one that you are catching. Can you eat those? Because I never see you take them home with you. You always throw back all the fish you're catching. No, 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 Terry. There are some fish, especially shark. If you kill them straight away and you cut them open, you get that smell. It's just how they smell from the inside. But if you got smooth out doggies, the smaller sharks, those usually you can eat. Hell, I've seen people kill bull sharks and eat them. So there are plenty of sharks you can eat. But usually on the sweetwater, I only eat fish if they're hooked too deep or they're gonna die anyway. I don't want fish to suffer. Yeah, well, in the Netherlands, you don't get micro or treasures. I wish, trust me. Still, fruit. My dream vacation still would be to go to Australia to fish there. But it's very expensive to get there and to stay there. And like for us from the Netherlands, if you go there, it's not useful to go only a week or two. You have to stay at least a month or longer. Maybe in the future, if I can find some places to stay, then I would go. Because I'm not gonna bring any fishing gear with me. Also, I did it twice to crank an area, and the second time I lost the shitload because they couldn't find it in the airplane, this and that, and it cost me a shitload of rods and reels. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Texas? You got sharks in Texas? Okay, well, that sounds cool. Would you be okay if I think about it, but I do it after you guys got another president? I don't want to be deported because I'm an illegal alien and I'm too white to enter. Jesus, £1,000, bro. I'm not Schwarzenegger. Eh? How the hell can I get £1,000 shark in? He's gonna pull me in. But I would love to go there in Australia to fish. Now you make it really enticing for me to come, huh? So basically, you're saying I got a free stay? Shit. The nice thing is I don't eat much. So San Diego, do you catch them in the harbor or outside in the harbor? Because I saw that in New York also, like around Alcatraz, you got a shitload of big sharks swimming there. I do know that the bull shark can go upriver in Australia, so I guess they can go up the rivers too in America. In the Netherlands, we only got the small sharks. I think that the biggest one that is caught was like 1 meter 50. And like I said, those are the smooth hounds and things like that. Let's keep contact, Terry, because I would love to visit you, man. Well, let's be fair. The Makos eat everything in the ocean, including people if they get the chance. So yeah, I see it as payback if you eat a few of them. I've eaten some weird things. I've eaten kangaroo, I've eaten alligator, I've eaten snake, ostrich I've eaten also. But that's because I could buy the meat here. The biggest fish that I caught is maybe a conger eel, and that was around 50 pounds. But those are motherfuckers. It was an island. Those are not funny, man, conger eels. Holy shit. Was with my father and a friend of mine, and we caught like 20 conger eels that day. It was amazing. Only that friend of mine that took pictures, the idiot, kept putting his finger in front of the lens. So all the pictures of me with fish you saw were fingertips. I did catch on the Gran Canaria from the beach. I did catch a hammerhead shark. Not a big one, it was like a meter, it was a young one. Hey Olaf, but I did catch one. I put it back again. You eat those tuna, Teddy? Or are you not allowed to take the tuna with you by law or something? Because let's be fair, if you catch a tuna of 1,000 pounds, you're not going to be eating the whole 1,000 pounds with your family. By the way, Fruit Shorty, I didn't see you fishing a long time. Or are you fishing another time now? Or was it winter in Australia? What was it? Okay, but the blackfin tuna, you can eat those too? Because sometimes when I watch people from America fishing, they're complaining about the small tunas, like, you don't eat them because they're not nice to eat, blah, 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 blood. Oh, you figure, everything okay now, Fruit Shorty? Okay, cool, Terry. But how come, Terry? Can you explain to me, because you're from America, why are a lot of fishermen complaining about fish having a fishy taste? Because if you eat fish, there's gonna be a fishy taste on some fish. That's normal. And I mean, here in the Netherlands, we don't whine or bitch about it. But in America, they're like, oh no, those are trash fish because they taste too fishy. What's up with that? What did you have, Fruit Shorty? Did they figure out what you got or just sick? Ah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Because there are a few channels that I was watching, and they're like, no, we don't eat it. And then when they clean the fish, and there's a little bit of blood in the fish, they're cutting away half the fish and throwing it away, and I think that's a waste. Oh, that's shit to hear, Fruit. Fuck. But you are testing it, what it was? Yeah, I know, Terry. I'm speaking out of experience too. But what I've seen with and especially with commercial boats in America, they're like, oh no, and then they clean the fish. And if I see what they throw away, that's a lot of edible fish, man. I don't, yeah, then don't take them with you. If you catch a fish of let's say 5 kilo and you got left with two fillets of not even a kilo, you're throwing away too much fish. Are you testing what you got for what kind of disease it is what you have in the hospital? Okay, something big is hunting around me because the small fish are jumping all around me. Fuckers. Well, keep me posted, fruit. I hope you get better soon, man. I don't like it when people that I like and watch the stream that they are ill or whatever. Not that I'm a healthy one, but yeah. That's the reason why I'm now enjoying fishing also more. I found out 2 years ago that I got lung cancer. So, and they're treating it and it is going well. Uh, I'm fishing 200 meters from Central Station in Amsterdam, Olaf. I'm fishing close. You ever been to Amsterdam, Olaf? You know the floating Chinese restaurant? I will show you. Yeah, look, Chinese restaurant. And if I look further, at the end of the building is Central Station. Because in front of a Central Station, you cannot fish because that's our place for the boats to lay. And here, look, I got a whole spot where I can fish. So I don't have to worry about it. I'm sitting here chilling. Yeah, it's a nice spot, man. Only when I'm with Tommy, it's easier for me to fish in the canal because usually I still have to work in the hotel and I'm waiting for customers. But today I got no customers, so I told my boss, listen, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna fish a few hours. Usually people here only fish on pike and sander with rigs and
We were like
I don't like that.
we were on the motorway at one stage trying to hop in. We were like trying to sneak into the stadium.
If I fish on pike and sander, I want real bait, real fish, and not gummy and things like that. That's a long time ago, Olaf. I'm born and raised in Amsterdam, so I don't know any better than this. This is what I like to do. chilling, sitting, fishing, talking to people. But then I just started streaming thanks to Tommy, so now I need to figure out where the hell I'm gonna put this in before my battery is empty. It shouldn't be that quickly, but you never know. You never know, you never know. Let's see. Yes, it works. Cool. Now I only need to put my phone like this. What did I do now? Okay, now that's better. Hey, yeah, I'm out. It's not that far from Amsterdam. And let's be honest, it's not like the Netherlands is a really big country. I can understand that fruit, but I had the same issue when I went to the hospital. And this may sound weird, but I thought I was terminal. And then the people explained to me, well, it was not the lung cancer that you felt. I got another lung disease. And basically, I'm only using 30% of what is left in my lung capacity. But then I smoked 45 years, so I cannot complain about it. But I stopped smoking now for almost 2 years. I smoked a lot of cigarettes, and after that, I stopped with the cigarettes. I smoked still weed, and I smoked like 5 grams a day. But now I eat some special cake. But I had the same thing, man. It's not easy to go to a doctor. Well, maybe we can arrange something, Olaf, with Tommy and other people, then we can go. Yeah, you know what it is, fruit? My whole family died by cancer. So ignoring it for my side would be stupid. That's a lot. Yeah, I know. And I did that close to 40 years. But I needed it because it kept me sane. It may sound weird. 5 years since the last checkup? Nice. Well, not nice, but I did my last checkup in June and they told me we see you in half a year. So that would be my second half yearly checkup or however you call it. But I was very early because the cancer in my lung was only like 11 millimeters. So 1 centimeter big. So I was very lucky. And now I eat one piece of special cake every day. So I still use a gram, but it's a lot less than in the early days. I enjoy whiskey now a little bit more. And whiskey is legal in every country. So it makes going on holiday a little bit easier. But it does give you another view on life if something like that happens to you. That's why I said since 2 years ago, my whole life changed. I met Tommy, and my YouTube channel only had one member, me. And I had the channel already for I don't know how long. And he said, okay, we're going to push you. You're going to be streaming. And I was like, no, I'm not. It's not going to happen. 3 weeks later, 50. Okay, thank you. So, yeah. Now I'm slowly trying to build out and get a little bit bigger. But I'm a nice weather fisherman. I'm not going to be fishing in the winter or in the rain or no, I'm not like that. You know, I want to enjoy myself. I want to be, and I love sea fishing more than fresh water. Only I cannot drive a car, so I cannot get to the coast that easily. I do it with my nephew, but I cannot expect my nephew to be going every week. Hey, let's go to the beach or let's go to the pier. Come on, guys. I know there should be more than two fish. Yeah, well, Olaf, you know what it is? Some people smoke it and it doesn't work for them. And for me, it did work because, how shall I put it politely? I'm highly combustible if I'm sober and paranoia is shit when I'm sober. And when I smoked weed, I could have my mind control things better. And my bosses all knew that I smoked weed. That was the first thing I said always when I solicited for a job, and they always hired me. And yeah, I drove literally on a bike that's behind me. I will show you. We're Dutch, so we got an orange bike. Look, and I got an orange bag. Yeah. I drove about 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes away from my house. So it's not that far. I could walk here. And like I said, I'm really one of the few fishing here because you should never see other people fishing here. And I don't mind if I have to drive a long time or walk a long time to fish somewhere. But I go fishing on spots that I think are nice and you can sit relaxing, you know. There are a lot of people, especially tourists around me, but I don't mind that. I mean, I could have sit at the canal at my house too. Yeah, but that's what I mean, Olaf. For some people, uh, it works, and for other people, it doesn't. And for me, it did work, and I can focus a lot better when I used it. And now that I'm drinking more whiskey, that's okay for me too. But usually, the next day, I get headaches because I got migraine and things like that and epilepsy. So alcohol is not always the right thing for me to do. I have to be in a good mood. And with weed, I never had that. Only when you eat special cake, it's different than smoking because it takes a little bit longer to get an effect on you. And yeah, it's different. But I don't do it to get high. And that's the main thing that a lot of people don't get. People always think, oh, you do things like that to get high. And no, I do it to focus and to be myself. If I don't, say for example, somebody would walk by here and he would say to me, asshole, that guy's gonna fly into the water. I mean, that highly combustible I am. And when I do that, bro, you can say anything you want as long as it's not about my family. I don't care what you say about me either. You know, it's yeah. And all my friends know it too, and they all respect me for it. Only for me, it's funny to know people that say, "Oh, if I smoke one joint, I get paranoid and I'm tripping out, and I don't know." And I'm always asking, "What kind of weed are you smoking, then, man?" Because I never tripped out on it. You know, if you see the movies, especially American movies, they smoke one joint and they're like, "Ah," and they see all the colors. That's bullshit. That doesn't happen. Then there is something else in the weed. Because if you smoke pure weed, you're not going to see colors and things rolling up. Then you're smoking other things. Yeah, yeah, but that's what it is, huh? Every everybody everybody has to, yeah, angel dust indeed. Angel dust, PCP, heroin, uh, MDMA, mushrooms, those things do it, not weed. Weed can do it, but then you're smoking weed that's made with chemicals. And then it's not the weed that makes you do it, it's the chemicals that they have used to grow the weed. But come on. And then they always say, ah, how can you know? Well, bro, if you smoked 40 years, 5 grams a day, you know what you're talking about. You know, I mean, come on. And trust me, I've used everything that's illegal all over the border. I'm from Amsterdam. There is literally not one drug I didn't do. So, yeah. And now I only smoke and drink some whiskey. Yo, Edward, how you doing, man? Welcome. And I always love it because these days people are like, yeah, but you're in Amsterdam. Yeah, but weed is legal these days in a lot of countries. Even in America, there are a lot of states that you can use it as long as it's in certain quantities. So, yeah, I always have found it weird that people say, yeah, if you drink alcohol, that's okay with me. But if you smoke a joint, then you're a, yeah, what? It's, you cannot make the difference between or everything is bad or nothing is bad. You cannot say, yeah, you can. In the army in the Netherlands, because I've been in the army, it was allowed to get drunk every day after your shifts, but you were not allowed to smoke a joint. And I was like, really? But I smoked. And then the officer said, oh, but we're going to find you, keep you in. I said, no problem. And then within 2 months, they said, okay, with you, there is no point in finding you anymore, keeping you in because you won't stop. I said, no, I won't. I won't do it where others are with me or during exercises. I said, but if I'm free, I'm going to be smoking. And they said, listen, if you do it without, no problem. Köln, Germany. I'm talking to a lady out of Germany. She's maybe coming to visit me next month. A lovely lady. And before anybody asked, yeah, I'm single, so I'm not cheating. I hope it happens. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but we will see. Wow, I already have 15 likes. I normally don't have 15 likes that quickly. Well, quickly, but yay! I only want that all the clouds are going to go away because, oh man, I do have a long sleeve t shirt with me, but these clouds are bad. The low hanging clouds. Thank you, Olaf. So funny on big open water, you catch a few fish, and then it goes quiet. I've been twice to Germany. Those fucking clouds need to go away. The nice warmth is going away. I cannot get any color this way. A lot of Germans come fishing in the Netherlands too, Terry. They like fishing in the Netherlands. And I find it weird because Germany also has got a part at the North Sea where they can fish, but they're still coming to the Netherlands. They love the Dutch beaches and things. Yeah, exactly, Olaf. Maybe the fishing there ain't that great, eh? That's possible too. I don't know. But for me, it's weird. But they love Zandvoort, Noordzee, Waddenzee, Texel, Terschelling, the islands, where I never have been. Which is funny as hell. Yeah, I know. If trust me, if I ever come to your fruit, if I'm that lucky to can, if I can get to Australia, I'm gonna have a lot of sun cream with me, man. It's not for nothing that I'm called Whitey, or at least called my channel Whitey's Fishing. I had a few people that said, "Why don't you call your channel Melvin's Fishing? Because that's your name." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I like the name Whitey, so that's why I call myself Whitey's Fishing." Even my friends here in the Netherlands call me Whitey. Terry, the funny thing is that here in the Netherlands there is a lot of animosity because they call these days the white man witte mannen, so white men, and they say no, I'm not white, and I'm like, yeah, bro, call me Whitey, no problem. Oh, but that's offending, and I'm like, no, it's my color. I am white. And the funny thing is, yesterday I met some new neighbors that took over a company close to us. And that guy was black and his wife is black and his children are black. And he said, how should I call you? I said, you can call me Melvin. I said, but you can call me Whitey too. And he looked at me and he started laughing. He said, because of your color, because you're so white. I said, yes. He said, well, I got no issue with it if you call me Blackie. And I started laughing like hell. I was like, yes, that's the kind of person I like, you know, not being like offended if you call him Blackie. I like that, man. The whole bullshit these days. I don't do the alphabet family, you know, the whole LBGTQ, they, them. No. If you're offended, not my issue. You never fished no shark, Olaf? Oh man, that's trust me. If you go to Ireland to fish there on shark and conger reels, you're gonna have a blast, man. Even the small ones, especially the doggy sharks. If you go fish on them in Ireland, you're gonna catch like 80 of them. Those are the small sharks. They're so abundant there that the moment that you throw in, your rod is gonna be bending within 2 minutes. Here you go, Terry. I made your life a little bit easier. Then you can put your channel in my channel or something like that. Yeah, no problem, man. But that way you can push your channel also in my channel. I don't mind if you do that. But I don't make everybody straight up a moderator because I know it can help you grow with your YouTube channel. But for me, it's annoying because I need to know who you are and what you do and things. Het Nemo Museum. Yeah, I know that, Terry, that for everybody it's handy, that to say, oh yeah, but if you make everybody moderator and you got people with big channels and you make them moderator, it makes it easier for other people to join and connect. But yeah. I even had a few people that were angry at me. Hey, Edward. Do you got Melvin already? Yeah, of course. I'm here. Come on, fishy. Bite, you bastards. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Well, I have two, Edward, but I would like one or two more, but that's why they call it fishing and not catching. You cannot always get what you want, eh? Like the Rolling Stones sing. You can't always get what you want. Am I that old? Yeah, I'm that old. Duh. Stupid seagulls everywhere. We're gonna get to the hottest moment of the day around 2 o'clock. Really? How old did you become, Edward? Or how young did you become? Is that betterly said? 55? So you're 4 weeks older than me. 12th of September, I'm turning 55. Funny. Well, belated congratulations, my friend. I hope you had a great time. Yeah. I think most people with a YouTube channel with fishing that we know of each other are about the same age, between the 40, 55. And for me, it's still something weird to get used to be honest. I still can remember as the day of yesterday that I was like, hey, I'm 18. Nice. Oh, I'm enjoying life. And now I'm like, yo, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm older than you. And I'm like, holy shit, I turn into my grandpa. Hey, it's better to have a belated happy birthday than none at all. And it's not like we know everybody's birthday, right? So far, I didn't see one channel that said, oh, his birthday is on this date. No. If the guy is streaming on his birthday, then you know, but else you wouldn't know. And usually on Friday, I'm busy working with the hotel. I do have streams open, but I'm not really focused on it. It's the same for me that I got now 120 some members, and people are like, oh yeah, but you have to grow quickly to 500, and then you can get monetized and blah 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 if you got so many thousand watch hours. And I'm like, guys, I'm not in a rush. You know, I like fishing. I like talking to you guys. That's fun. Of course, everybody wants to have a channel with 1,000 subs, and that you can. But yeah, I'm not doing this to earn money. I'm doing this and that I like to do it. And let's be honest, 2 years ago, nobody heard of me. And look now, I got Edward, I got Terry, I got Olaf, I got Tommy, I got Q, I got Chris, I got Pierre, I got so many people. Because my friends are saying, oh, why don't you push gaming? Because you game a lot and every day hours on end. Yeah, but then I have to push that also on my fishing channel. No, Edward, but you know what it is when you go live? It's something that has to suit you, eh? Because you cannot push somebody to go live. If it's not in you, you cannot do it. And I don't mean that it's difficult, but I had people coming into my life. Hey, how you doing? Nice. Enjoying yourself? And that's the important thing, eh? I mean, for me, it's easy to talk in English because I've been doing it my whole life. And I don't mind doing it. But I know a lot of people that don't like it. I had even people unsub because I was not speaking to them the whole time in a stream. And I looked at Tommy next to me and I said, did the guy indeed say, I'm gonna unsub because he doesn't talk the whole time? You have to be in the mood to be talking. Sometimes I like to just sit here and fish and look at the screen now and then. You know, it's yeah, I did already 22 live streams. What in my mind is ridiculous already, and they're all with fishing. And there are not all, about 5 of them are out of my house, looking on the canal. Yeah, but listen, if you're gonna stop to a fishing channel, you cannot expect the people that are fishing to be chit chatting the whole time because let's be honest, you're fishing, and your top priority should always be on the rods. So if you catch something, you don't want to hurt the fish, you don't want the hook be in his ass. And if I'm watching your screen, I'm not paying attention to my rods. People don't get that. And I got light sensitive eyes, so yeah. Yeah, but do you miss them because you're busy with your work, with the fishing? Or do you miss them because you cannot react? I mean, either way. No, okay, but like I'm fishing with a floater, and the other one is on the bottom. You still have to pay attention to your rods. It can happen that your rod is pulled in the water. What then? You got a whole stream laughing, but you lost your rod, and then what? That's why I don't stream games too, because I'm with people, my friends, talking on Discord. And if I'm gonna stream the games, I have to tell them, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna stream." Then you have to be careful what you say, how you act. Uh, we're the type of guys that use a lot of foul language. So if I if I start playing games with my friends, the holy shits and fuck you and hell and demons and whatever is coming over the screen. Yeah, you know, I want people to be themselves. My nephew doesn't like it when I stream with fishing, so I try to avoid him to put him into my screen just out of respect. Yeah, I use them too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using curse words and things like that. But if you got somebody that's a believer in the Bible and things like that, and I'm like the whole time, holy hell, motherfucker, kiss my ass, god damn it. And they're like, oh, sir, but yeah, it's nice for you that you do that. I don't. You have to respect each other. I mean, you still can have a blast, but I'm not going to be careful with my words on my stream. It's, for fuck's sake, my stream, right? So if I want to use profanity, that's how I do that in real life too. It's not something I do because I'm acting out like a person that I'm not. It's the real me. I mean, you will see it when I stream, because I am gonna stream games too on my channel, on the fishing channel. Because people said to me, "Oh, you have to make another channel for games," but then I need to find 50 subs again before I can stream. And I got a lot of help from Tommy and other people to get to where I am now. So why shouldn't I put any gaming streams on my fishing channel? I mean, yeah. The last time I said it to somebody, he said, "Yeah, but the algorithm of YouTube won't be happy if you put games with your fishing channel." I said, "I don't give a flying fuck about the algorithm of YouTube." I said, "What's whose channel is it?" "Mine." "Yeah, but you can get banned or whatever." I said, "For what?" "Yeah, because maybe they don't." I don't care. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it to show people what I'm doing with my life. That's the reason. Yeah, indeed, Edward.
لا ما في داعي.
That's also the reason that my camera is standing on the water. Because if I would turn it around, would see a shitload of women sunbathing here or walking in skimpy clothes here. I'm not going to do that because I want to make sure they got their privacy. So I already pay attention. Edward, it's really funny, man, with people. These days, you cannot say anything anymore or do, and you're offending people. And then when I say, yeah, but listen, you have to accept me as who I am. No, excuse me. So you guys are telling me you're all inclusive, but you won't accept me for me. Yeah, indeed. Well, what's your inclusivity then? Bullshit. So yeah, it's funny. And like you see, if I go on a rampage, yeah. Listen, that's something I'm trying to get rid of my whole life. It's not easy. I mean, I've been called whitey my whole life because I'm white, skinny, long. I mean, it's the same that Tommy calls me the Walking Dead. I mean, there is a reason for it. You know, people called me ghost, zombie, skeleton, milk bottle. I never felt offended. So, yeah, why should I think that you get offended if you're overweight and I said to you, hey, fat fuck? Yeah, you are. So, who gives a fuck? If you're happy, you're happy. Jeez, get the dildo out of your ass and live a little. I want to catch a small bass or nothing is biting. It's quiet. Well, I had two fish, so it's not like I have nothing. But I know that there is more fish swimming around. But the funny thing is, I see them jumping on the water. 17 likes. Am I gonna hit the 20 likes in a live stream? Really? Is that really gonna happen? Wow, that would be a unicum. You see, I'm gonna eat my lunch. I got cake. Unbelievable. I pulled the cake out of my bag, and what happens? All the seagulls are floating around me straight up. Holy fuck. Get lost. Thank you, Terry. I like it myself too, man. In the beginning, I was a little bit, oh, it's not gonna be for me. But I like chatting with people. And for some weird reason, don't eat with your mouth full, Melvin. For some weird reason, the fishing community is always fun. You know, sometimes things are be spoken of that are really hard, or but it's never about, oh, I had an argument with my wife and my children left me and blah blah blah. No, it is all like about diseases where you can die from, or it's like taking the piss out of everybody, and that's what I love. That's why I look at a lot of fishermen streams too. Yay, another one. Ooh, 18. Holy shit. I'm going quick. I mean, if I'm with Fruit Shorty, ask him. Twice I went into his stream and twice I told what would happen. And twice it happened in what? 10 seconds? First time I said to him, hey, Fruit Shorty, it would be nice if you catch a shark. What happened? Asshole catch a shark. What he never does. The second time I got in his stream, He's got a bite. I'm like, no, that's going to be a crab. What comes up? A crab. He straight away asked for the numbers of the lottery. Well, he was not that lucky that day, but it was funny as hell. It's okay, Giel. See you later, man. See you maybe tonight. Hey, big boy. Look at the big seagull next to me. Look at that motherfucker. Look at him. You see, he's on camera. He's walking away. Ice fishing. Oh, no way in hell I would do that. First of all, I'm afraid that I will break through the ice. Oh, hey, Ed outdoors. I don't mind the seagulls, but the moment that you start eating something or you take something out of your bag, you really have to pay attention. If you get that fucker on your line, and he doesn't have to be on your hook, but he gets into your line, yeah, man, you're gonna have hell. Hey, Chris. Chris, when are you home again? See you later, Olaf. Thank you for coming, man. Yeah. You know what? This fruit, I'm not bothered about things like that, but I'm somebody that was born to have a lot of accident in his life, and that's why I'm saying basically, if I go ice fishing, I'm the person that goes through the ice. Chris, if you're still here, ask your wife to log on. I want to hit 20 likes in my stream, man. Not that I deserve it. That's a motorite, please. Okay, Chris. How you feeling, mate? Everything okay? Yay, 20 likes, I can die happy. Yes! Well, that's a little bit oversaying. over exaggerated, but I can die happy. But it's my first stream. Hey, everybody that's joining. Thank you. I will call you later tonight, Chris, if you're up for it, so that we can chit chat about the Tommy Wommy thing. By the way, Chris, did you catch anything there? Because I watched your stream, but it was not like there was a shitload swimming. Sailed. I love a sailed, man. Sailed is a beautiful fish. Red eyes, brown skin.
Je gaat blijven. Zo. Wat ga jij?
That's what. Can you? If that dog doesn't shut up in 5 minutes, I will make fucking bait of him. Annoying little bitch. Not that I hate dog guys, but these are the kind of dogs in the Netherlands that we call pussy lickers. Small, annoying kif-kaffers. Like chihuahuas and that kind of dogs. And to be honest, in the Netherlands we don't call that dogs. And usually the people that got them don't treat them like dogs either. So, yeah. Well, to be honest, this one you cannot kick over the over the fence. Well, yeah, you could. I would love to see that, man. Kev. Pew. And I love dogs, but not those. Holy shit. The funny thing about that dog is he sounds more like something squeaking, you know? Like you have two iron pieces rubbing over each other. It isn't even a bark that you hear. Give, give, give. Did you enjoy your holiday, Chris? It is annoying, but it's not something I can change because the issue is I have to hit the owner. I cannot be angry at the dog. It's the owner's fault that the dog is doing that. And in the Netherlands, people have a nasty. Yeah, okay. And the nasty thing is about in the Netherlands, a lot of people that have a dog, when they go shopping, like to the supermarket, they tie the dog outside to a pole or the fence, and then they go shopping for like 15, 20 minutes. So the dog thinks he's left alone. And that's not a good thing. And it could also be that the dog you hear now is because somebody is sitting on, because if you look there, I will show you guys. You see? There is a guy sitting with a small dog there. And there's a big chance that the lady of the house is not there and looking. And the dog is like, what is she? Normally, if this would be close by, I would be like, shut the fuck up. But there are a lot of young children around me, so I'm not doing that. Fucking fish ain't biting on the night crawlers. The dog is afraid he's gonna be lunch. Help! Let's get away from here. Chinese restaurant. Help! Yeah, it's that white little dog sitting in front of the Chinese restaurant. I'm in a nasty habit to walk to the guy and say, hey bro, get your dog some food and some water. At least we know that the dog is not alone. So that's okay. Holy shit, the sun is hot. Oh my god. It is that I don't have a big knife with me, because I would be really in the mood to just walk there, take the line, cut the line out of his hand, and take the dog with me and sit here next to me. Because a dog is waiting for somebody out of the restaurant because he's really looking at the restaurant. So there is something there. That's okay, Edward. I need a little bit of color. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Look, Chris, there is our big friend. Fucking food. He's catching all the fucking fish around me. He's feeding his baby.
Ja. Ja.
You know what it is, Chris? If I go to Spain, I want to have a little bit of color on my skin. Yeah, indeed. Because I know what's going to happen when I go to Spain, man. I'm going to burn like a crisp. And now I got some undercoating. Yeah, the funny thing is, Chris, every time when he comes up, he's got those little, geen voornetjes, maar die zeevisjes. Spierinkjes. So there is a shitload of fish. Only I even now and then see a lot of them jumping around, but I don't catch them. Yeah, the clouds do have more color than I do. That's true. Fuck. I think it's gonna rain tonight, Chris, because it's really getting to cloud central. And I'm okay with it, eh? I'm proud to be white, man. It's my color. I cannot change that. So. There were just two aalscholvers flying over also. I hate those fuckers. Well, you know, I don't mind if it's gonna be raining tonight. But when I'm fishing, I rather don't have rain. It already happened twice on the pier with Tommy. Thanks, Chris. 3 times I go fishing with Tommy on the pier, and twice we get sent off the pier because it's hell is breaking loose. I'd rather sit at the canal because there I caught fish and we never was sent away. So yeah, it's a little bit funny. Chris, how's it called where we go? Valencia, right? I think it's called Valencia. Yeah, you know how Tommy is. And I go only on holidays if I can fish. If I cannot fish there, I don't have to go there. Like on Gran Canaria, the island, it was so fun because all the people in the morning were walking to the beach, laying on the beach, sunning, bathing. I can walk into the beach, 2 big rods in my hand of what, 8-10 feet long. Reels on it, bait in my hand, and they were like, "What the fuck is she doing?" I'm going fishing. That even the Spanish people there said, "What are you doing? Fishing? Yeah, but you're a tourist." Yes, so. And apparently they never saw somebody fishing there from the beach. And I was catching some nice fish. But that's already 15 years ago. This year is going to be my first holiday in 8 years. And I hope there is going to be a lot more coming. Yeah, what you want to ask? What you want to ask, you? You can ask anything you want. Ibiza. Well, I've never been to Ibiza because it's a party island, and I don't like to party that way. Doesn't mean that I didn't do anything that God has forbidden in life, but I don't like to be yeah. So to go there for fishing, yeah, I never thought about it. It is possible. I do know if you go fishing from Gran Canaria, you need a permit. And that's gonna take you a whole day to get the fucking permit. Thank you, Edward. Well, I am indeed of an age that you're gonna be like, what would you do on Ibiza? Yeah. But like I said, if I would go there for fishing and there are some nice spots, why not? But not for the partying. That's certainly not me. No. It can happen that you drink something, you go out a little bit, but no, not like that. Yeah, I got 21 likes. I'm happy. Holy shit, I'm already streaming 2 hours. Nice. Okay, Chris, I will do that next time, man. Yeah, it's really cool. If the sun is gone, then it's like 5 degrees cooler over here. Not that it's a bad thing, but I'd rather have some sunshine. See, now the sun is back, and straight away it's a lot warmer. And it's not that hot, but the wind is cool, so that's nice. Is goed, Chris. See you later, man. That dog is starting to annoy me. But then I should be annoyed by the owner and not the dog. Shut the fuck up, you stupid dog.
Formal for that.
Fish TV?
Huh?
Is het Fish TV?
Nou,
Ben je gewoon een snoeker?
nee, even lekker op de voren en lekker met een wurmpje. Gewoon even lekker met mijn vrienden aan het praten.
Hoi. Oh, sorry man. Hey, kom plezier.
Ja man.
Tekst nodig.
Ja, meer die eigenaar even een beetje lesje leren. A guy coming asking if this is Fish TV. He said every the dog making sure he keeps his mouth shut. Funny ass.
I was just like too much adrenaline.
Silent. Heb je zijn bek dicht niet of zo?
Maar ik heb hem gepraat.
Het is ook wel een beetje ook een lul als je een beest hebt dat je dus.
Hij is wel het is een junior en zijn vader zit in het restaurant gegeten. De Hollander Room. Dus die wordt net opgediend.
Ja, apart. I now know why the dog barks like mad. You want to know why, Fruit Shorty? The owner is eating in the Chinese restaurant. How stupid can you be? You go eat in a restaurant and you leave your son outside with the dog waiting for you while you're eating in the restaurant. Holy shit. Yeah. The owner of the dog is inside in the restaurant eating, and the guy outside with the dog is his son. So his son is waiting outside for his father to finish the meal with the dog. I mean, you don't really? So you leave your child and your fucking pet outside so you can eat in a restaurant? Holy sh. Yeah, man, that's the next level asshole. Wow. Trust me, if I'm your son, I'm not gonna do that, huh? Or we're all gonna go inside and eat at the same time, and the dog comes too. Or we're not gonna eat that at all. If my father would tell me, hey, listen, we're going for a walk, take the dog, and then we get at a restaurant, and he would say, hey, I'm gonna go eat, you wait outside with the dog. I would look at him and say, bro, what kind of rock did you fall off? My father would start laughing and know, okay, I fucked up. Holy shit.
Нам туда. Интересно, попасть. Так а вы туда идете? Идем куда? Ну, вот на эту сторону.
Oh, well, what shall I say? Yeah, that's really sad, man. But that shows that all cultures are different because I think he's a China man too. So I think his father is Chinese and they got a completely different mentality than us. But every country you have things like that, eh? So it's yeah. But the Dutch guy that walked past me said, "Oh, how's it going?" Straight up, he said, "I'm gonna make sure that dog keeps his mouth shut." Now the boy is walking away with the dog. Fruit, trust me, if I would be with you, we would be fishing, and you would tell your son, hey, listen, go sit there with the pet and let us chill the fuck out there. Bro, you're going swimming with the sharks. I don't give a shit who you are. It's- Come on. Really? And that guy have been sitting, I think, an hour outside. So at least let a waiter bring him something to drink or a snack, also for the dog. Because a lot of restaurants won't have a problem with that if you're outside to do that. But you leave your child and your fucking pet outside? No. That's wrong on so many levels. And normally I would walk to the person and ask, hey, listen, what's up? But I got all my fishing gear here, my phone. It is Amsterdam. I mean, I got my bike behind me on locks, but I'm still looking every 5 minutes if it's standing there. So, yeah, there is a slight difference in nuance. Well, Terry, I don't know how big. What was it, fruit shorty? What was the biggest shark you saw when you're fishing? Wasn't it something like 2 meters or something? 2, 3 meters? There are some big sharks there, man. I am that stupid tourist, Terry. If I go on holiday and I come there to your place, or I go to Fruit Shorty in Australia, I would be that stupid tourist that dives into the water and you see that big white fin coming out of the water and you hear the Jaw song going off. I'm that idiot. Oh, nice. Let's cool off with my feet in the water. Schlep. Yeah, that's what I mean. But to us, Dutch people, it is that I'm fishing and I know a lot about dangerous animals out of other countries because I like to know things. Oh, fuck. So I knew that if you go to Australia, you cannot walk into a river or just go to the riverbank because you got crocodiles or you got snakes, spiders, and sharks. And in America, it's the same. And a lot of people don't even know that you got rivers, freshwater rivers, where there are giant bull sharks swimming around and eating everything. And if you don't know that, a typical Dutch person would go, "Oh, let's take a dive." Well, you take a dive, I stay on the side. Because everybody's always afraid for the great white shark. But to my knowledge, tiger sharks, bull sharks, and hammerheads, those are way dangerous too. They don't knock on the door and say, "Hello, excuse me." Okay, the wind is picking up, the clouds are getting bigger. I don't like this. Well, I stay, I think, another 40 minutes and then I go back home. And then I'm gonna stream some games, I think. Or something like that. Did you ever catch bull shark where you're fishing, fruit sharky? Or is your bait not big enough for that? By the way, are you allowed to fish with live bait where you're living? And then I mean with fish? Or are you only allowed to fish with dead baits? By the way, you can answer to it, Teddy. I know in America you're allowed in a lot of places to fish with. Yes, 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 yes. Look, we got a fish. Fishy, fishy. I knew there would be one more. Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, in the Netherlands it's not allowed anymore for, what is it now? 20 years. But in the early days you could fish here with live foreign, the fish I just caught. You could use those to fish on pike or sander with live, and that was amazing. But now it's not allowed anymore. Yeah, there is some fish. And I know there is plenty more fish swimming. It's only the question, do they bite? And that's not something you always got under control. But I don't mind, you know. For me, it's more important that the people that are in my stream do see a fish now and then. And I think that's also the reason why a lot of people fish on carps, because then you get to see big fish. Like if you look at KD, when he's carp fishing, he's always catching a lot of carp. But in the Netherlands, it doesn't work like that. Usually people here that fish for big carps are fishing like 2 days and they catch maybe one or nothing. And I cannot sit on the water side 2 hours doing nothing. My mind cannot handle shit like that. If you're big game fishing or shark fishing, it's different. Next year I have to find a place where I... Hey, okay. Next year I need to find a place to get a lot of small bait fish. Then I can fish a little bit more on pike and sander. But like I said, this is the first year I'm really streaming. So I'm trying to get used to everything a little bit. I need to get a separate microphone also. Holy 9, what the If you're sitting on a boat and you see a mako that high, how the hell can you feel safe then? That's the same with the river with the Chinese carp in them. That the guy's driving his boat and you see thousands of fish jumping around the boat. I would go fucking bonkers. That's so. I mean, Mako got big teeth too, eh? I mean, I did see a few times with those marlins that the guy got pierced on the boat in his stomach, in the legs or the groin. You know, I mean, people say, yeah, it's dangerous. Well, let's be honest. Now and then a fish have to has to make a payback. You know, I mean, that's nature. But seeing a fish of 2, 3 meters jump above your boat, holy fuck no. It's not like you can jump aside. I need to buy a better battery pack. Or more battery packs, that's possible too. Uh, yeah, I would love to catch fish like that, but like I said, it's only the ticket to get to Australia would already cost over the €2,000. And then you need money for there. And yeah, to go for a week, I think that's too short. You have to stay at least for a month. I will check them out. I'm already that I'm glad that I can figure out how to get a live working on my phone. If I'm gonna push links in now, everything is gonna get fucked. At home, I got 2 computers, so I can do things there. Bless you. Wrong video. That was porn. Yay! Nice, a little bit of sun. Finally, fuck. Take your time, man. I'm in no rush. In 20 minutes, I'm gonna be packing in. So because I see even with a battery pack that my phone has got left 18%, so it's not gonna be taking long before it's empty. And I sat long enough in the sun open. But this is a spot where I only would sit when it's nice weather. And still, it's weird talking to your phone when you're not got it in your hand. Nah, it's about between the 23 and the 27 degrees Celsius. Only there are a lot of clouds, so it's not like it's continuously warm. But we had a good summer this year. We had a lot of heat waves. That was not really good because a few of them came above the 40 degrees Celsius. And I live in a very old place. So when it's outside 40 degrees, it's 40 degrees in my room too. Even my computer and my TVs went blackout because it was way too hot for them. So yeah, but this is nice and doable. But like I said, I don't like to be sitting on a terrace with a beer or somewhere just to be in the sun. I like it when I'm fishing because fishing is something for me that's relaxing, and that's the difference. Nee, nee, Tommy. Ik heb een brasem en ik heb een raasvoren en ik heb een voren gehad. De laatste heb ik net 10 minuten geleden gevangen. De voren. Well, that would be a small bucket, but there would be fish in the bucket, yeah. Well, all you fishermen are smart asses too, huh?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yep. Ja, die andere hengel met op de bodem heb ik nog steeds geen reet gevangen. Ik heb wel het systeem veranderd, maar ik heb er nog steeds niks mee gevangen. En ik heb ze met maaien gevangen. But this place is a little bit different than the canal fishing, Tommy. Here it's harder to catch fish, but usually they are bigger. And if you catch a nice bait fish, you could fish here nicely on pike or sander. You got plenty of open spaces. And I know there are swimming some nice big pikes and sanders here. And also the catfish. That would be possible too for flounder. They are swimming here and spearing. But I'm fishing with night crawlers and maggots. Yeah. You got flounders on Sweetwater too, especially the butt. That's one of the three kinds that really can handle brackish fresh water. So yeah, they're in Amsterdam is not that far away from the sea, fruit. I mean, the North Sea Canal is close by, so this water around Central Station is not really completely sweet, fresh. There's also some salt water in it. And the bot, look what I got, guys. A little bass on the same hook as I had this small fish. This fish was in this bass. How the really? Two fish, one hook. This is funny as fuck. I never had this happen in my life. Two fish on one hook. How the really? We throw it in one more time. Wow.
Doe bij aardbei. IJskoud de beste lunch. Ik ga best wel veel eten op de dag. IJskoud vind ik gezonder. Ja.
I never had that before. Hey. Well, that makes it five fish. That was funny. Yep, five. Yeah, well, but I can understand it if they are a little bit bigger, Tommy, like a big bass, on a small bait fish that's around your hook. But this bait fish was not much bigger than the fucking bass. I'm still amazed about how the fuck they want to eat that. Because I was looking at the fish, at the bass, and I was like, what the hell is sticking out of his mouth? The bass didn't even have the hook in his mouth. I could pull the fish with the hook out, and the bass was suffocating thanks to that fish. I saved his fucking poor, sorry life. Oh, ha, ha, ha. And there we go, guys. Another one. Another fish. Number 6. Nice. Nice. That's a good one. That was fun. Yeah, that's what you get. A ghost in a bottle. That's what you get when you got people sailing on boats, drinking alcohol. They don't throw it away in the garbage. They throw it in the water. Yeah, fruit shorty. It looks a little. We call them forens. Vorans. So if you look up at fish, Vorns. Those are the fish in the Netherlands. They look a little bit like a tarpon. They don't get really giant, but those we usually use as bait fish for the pike and sander. But only I like to use them a little bit smaller because then you can also catch the eel. But that's what I mean. You can sit here for close to an hour catching nothing, and then all of a sudden you catch a few. And that's what makes the fishing nice. And it's not like you're sitting here to catch like 50 or 60. It's just relaxing, looking at people around you, listening to stupid, annoying dogs, and yeah. At least I've got some color on me now and a little bit of sun. Because I wanted to go fishing for a few days already, but I couldn't by my work. So today I was like, woke up early, said to my boss, listen, I still have to clean the bathrooms, but I'm going fishing for a few hours. I need to have a little bit of chill. See you later. Hey. Hey, for me, they are big fish, Tommy. Usually I don't catch anything. So they're big for me, yeah? Bastard. I'm happy with them. 6 fish, nice day. So Tommy, when is the boat fixed? Any news on that? Tommy, can you write in chat a foreign? Vorn. Tommy, typ even voor Fruit Shorty hoe die vis heet die ik net vang, de voren. Ik kan hem opzoeken. Woensdag, mooi. Tering duur, maar goed. Het was toch niet gebeurd dat die boot op het water is beklampt, hè? Of wel? That's the way how you ride it, Fruit Shorty. Oh, fuck. How the hell did you come back then? That's really fucked up. And that's the Dutch name for them, fruit. So if you look on the English version, I don't know if you got the same fish then, but oh, nice, nice, nice. I had one time on Gran Canaria, we went with the boat, and the guy was had forgot to fuel his tanks. So we were on the Atlantic Ocean, and all of a sudden we heard the captain say, "Uh-oh." His daughter had to come with a big rubber boat with big of those two engines on the back, and she had like 10 jerry cans full of gas with her. And that girl could sail on that fucking boat, man. She was going through the waves like, wow. Ja, het zal die toevoer wel zijn die zo duur is. Of is het die pomp? Ja. De kat gaat kwaad op me zijn, denk ik. Want ik ben vergeten om te zeggen dat ik live ging. Nee, goed. Kijk, hier. Nummer 7. Gewoon nog één keer weer, man. We throw him in one more time. Ja, mijn batterij is ook op, geloof ik, op, kijken. 12%. Dus als je leeg is je leeg. Je moet even een nieuwe, hoe heet het, kopen. Een nieuwe batterij om op te laden ook. Die langer meegaan en meer stroom in zit. Maar dat komt wel. Ja, powerbanks. Maar ja, dit was ook weer een spontane. Ik denk, nou, ga streamen gewoon even zitten. Even chillen aan de waterkant. Relaxing. Now when I come home I feel relaxed a little bit again. Was a weird fucked up weekend with the customers. And again I had to explain to my chef, lady chef, how a cash register works. That you don't count the money that you got in your register with the payments your customers make. She was like, "Oh yeah, but you're missing so much." I'm like, "No, because that's in the cash register. You should not be counting that with your." Oh yeah, then it's yeah, smart ass, and this is not the first time. But then she's not the smartest cookie in the world. Neither am I. The last of the bait we're gonna use to make a ball. Nice baity flower downstairs. Maybe we get something, maybe not. We will see. A few more minutes. Okay. The police helicopter is flying around. Or it's the ambulance helicopter. One of those two. I hear him, I don't see him. Yeah, it's okay, Tommy. Go do your thing, man. Like I said, it's gonna be soon over, so I will stream tonight again. And before my telephone breaks out, thank you, Fruit, for joining me for 3 hours. I really appreciate it. And I missed you, man. It's always fun to watch your streams. I think I got another fish. This is a big one. This is a big one, guys. This is not a small fish. Holy fuck, what the hell did I hook? What the hell did I hook? I hooked something big, guys. This is really big. I got no clue what it is. I got really no clue what I got, guys. It's a big one. I don't know if I get it in. Holy shit. It's a giant eel, guys. It's a fucking giant eel. Holy motherfucker of God. Holy shit. This is ridiculous. No, 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 no. Holy, I'm here. Holy shit. This is one giant eel, guys. This is ridiculous. Is this is wow.
Wat voor vis was dat?
Dat was een aal.
Wel een aal, hè?
Ja.
Ik denk, maar is het nou lang genoeg, maar het is wel echt een aal.
Ja,
Leuk.
maar het is een beschermde soort.
Ja.
Dus ik moet hem teruggooien, want anders had hij namelijk nou in die tas gelegen.
Lekker nijtje.
Die is heel goed om te eten.
Ja, wat vangen jullie meestal?
Nou ja, ik vang meestal kleine vorentjes, baarsjes, dat soort dingen. En ik krijg letterlijk 2 tikjes op mijn top. En ik denk, nou, het zal wel een dingetje zijn. Ik sla.
Ja, ik zat er afstand en ik zag echt wel die vis en hoe is het echt wel wat? Kom kijken.
Dus ik dacht eerst eigenlijk een soort karpertje.
Ja, die zijn ook wel flink natuurlijk.
En toen zag ik in één keer dit in het water. Ik denk, oh nee toch. Dus zag ik denk, holy shit.
Ja, hij is een flinke jongen.
Ja, ja, maar dat maakt ook dan gewoon je hele dag in één keer.
Ja, tuurlijk. Die overtreft niet zomaar.
Nou, deze vang je misschien 1 keer in je leven. Zo, dit toont ook, maar dit toont ook dus aan. Want iedereen zegt altijd, oh dat water is smerig, bruin, bla bla bla. Als dit er zwemt, dan is het goed hoor.
Dat zegt iets over het water.
Dat zegt iets.
Kennen natuurlijk, maar...
Ja, ik vis al 45 jaar in Amsterdam hier, dus.
nee,
Maar deze had ik even niet. Maar ja, dit is het ergste.
ja,
Want ik moet nou een emmer water pakken, maar ja.
ik hoorde het al tijdens binnenhalen, holy shit.
Ja, dit had ik echt niet verwacht, man. Want ik zit te streamen. En ik zeg tegen mijn stream, nou, nog 2 minuten, dan ga ik naar huis. Tik, tik.
Perfect.
En af en toe heb je dit. En er zit er zo'n visje aan.
Zeg
Maar
niet,
dit had ik echt niet verwacht.
nee, die Engels was mooi krom, dus ik dacht, er zit iets groots aan. Maar het is gewoon een wow.
Ja, ze zwemmen er nog groter.
Ja,
Mensen beseffen het alleen niet.
nee, je ziet het niet, hè? Wat voor leven er onder ons zit.
Nee, maar dat is het ook, weet je. En ik probeer ook, want ik kon het haakje gewoon losknippen en door zijn kaakje heen trekken. Dus ik heb ook alleen maar een gaatje. Weet je kijkt altijd ten eerste voor het beest. Nooit voor jezelf. Weet je, ik hoef niet, want ik laat hem even op beeld zien. Ze hebben hem gezien. En dan gaat het water in.
Maar dat is ook goed, dat is ook mooi.
Ik ga niet een uur. Nou kun je met een paling gewoon een uur staan. Want die overleeft het.
Die komen even uit zonder zuurstof.
Een aal kan zowat 24 uur buiten het water leven. Ja, weten mensen ook niet.
Nee. Ja, maar u doet het al 45 jaar. Het zijn allemaal weetjes, maar de meesten die weten het niet.
Ja, ik heb toen ik heel jong was. Toen had ik gewoon mijn ouders nog hadden gehad. Toen ging ik wel vissen. Ja, dat is ook een tijd, joh.
Ja, maar het is ook iets. Hier, het gaat er niet eens vanaf. Het is ook iets wat je. God kan leren.
Gewoon als een naakslag.
Ja, nou nog erger. Maar het is niet erg, weet je. Dit is gewoon.
Nu kan je weer met een blije glimlach naar huis gaan.
Maar luister, ik had al 6 visjes, geen grote. Ik ga altijd blij naar huis, ook al vang ik niks, want ik zit ook om een beetje kleur te krijgen.
Ja, het is een mooie bezigheid. Ontspannen.
Maar dat zien al, want een hoop mensen zien niet dat je dus. Dan zeggen ze, hoezo ontspannen? Je moet op de hele tijd heb je door. Ja, maar voor mij is dat ontspannen.
Ja, maar het is ontspannen bij het water zitten en,
Ja.
En af en toe heb je wat moois.
En ik zit nou dus dan kun je geen muziek aan zetten, maar normaal heb ik gewoon lekkere muziekje aan staan. Dan zeggen ze, ja, jaag de vis weg. Ik zit niet om te. Ja, weet je, als je in Amsterdam vist, luister nou, je kan hier gewoon een heel feest houden. Ik vang nog steeds vis. En er staan mensen van.
Ja, maar de vis in Amsterdam zijn wel wat gewend.
Ja, daarom.
Maar je bent aan het streamen?
Ja. Ja, ik heb een heel klein viskanaaltje.
Leuk.
En ik praat met een hoop andere vissers over de wereld. En weet je, je leert elkaar kennen. En ik doe het sinds een half jaar.
Een hele community lijkt.
Ja, maar ik doe het ook precies een half jaar, weet je. En als mensen ook zeggen tegen me, ja, zit je echt op. Nee man, want ik geef ook nooit, weet je. Ik bedoel, ik geef nooit mijn kanaal door of wat dan ook. En als mensen subben, leuk. Ik doe het niet om bekend te worden of wat dan ook.
Ja, het is gewoon leuk erbij.
Wat grappig is namelijk, alle vissers waar ik mee omga, daar zitten we tussen de leeftijd van 30 naar 65. Weet je, er zitten haast geen kinderen in, 1 of 2, that's it.
Ja,
Maar-
ik zie het zo af en toe. Ik zie ze ook hier af en toe met...
Ja, maar die doen het dus wel voor bekendheid, groot te worden, geld te verdienen. Ik niet. Ik ben die stadion al van weet je,
Voor de andere generatie.
Ja.
zijn het lekker-
weet je. En ik bedoel, als je hier zouden komen en zeggen, hey, ja, dan praat ik ook met ze. Maar het is net wat je zegt, want er loopt zo een halve cameraploeg achter.
Ja, maar jij hebt, ik zie hier ook een microfoontje. Ziet er ook een profi uit.
Nee, maar, maar het leuke is, het kost me tientje.
Ja.
Weet je, en ik heb het alleen, omdat ze me niet konden horen op mijn telefoon.
Dit houdt de wind grotendeels tegen.
That's it.
Ja.
En voor de rest doet het me ook, en we kletsen ook over van alles ook. Want dit is nou precies waar een vrouw zeggen, nou waar hebben mannen het altijd over als ze bij elkaar zijn? Dit.
Of oudjes.
Want deze ouder, daar wordt nog over gepraat over 3 weken.
Ja.
Oh, ik wil zien, zo'n al. En,
Wel
Dat-
altijd maar denken, jongen.
ja, ze denken, ja, maar snap je wat ik bedoel? Het is al,
Ik ben helemaal met je.
we lullen hetzelfde als hun, alleen ja, over mannen dingen. Of ik heb vrienden die kunnen echt dagen over auto's praten. Nou, dat doet me geen reet. Voetbal ook niet. Ja, maar dat maakt toch ook leuk?
Ja, dus dat is het ook.
Weet je, een beetje genieten. Ik doe het op vakantie ook altijd. Als ik mensen zie vissen, het eerste wat ik doe, naar ze toe lopen, stel ik me voor. Hey, en wat vang je? Altijd amicaal. Er is er nog nooit een geweest. Nooit.
Dus, je begrijpt elkaar, want je hebt dan gemeenschappelijk interesse natuurlijk.
Dan niet alleen, maar
Het is wel
kijk.
spannend. Het zijn geen opgefokte mensen die niet kunnen stilzitten.
Nee, maar en dat is ook een beetje, weet je. Je moet het ook een beetje voor de lol doen. En ik zie heel veel mensen komen hier ook voorbij lopen. Die zeggen dan even van... ben je een streamer? Ja, ik ben een streamer, ja. En niet voor jullie in beeld te krijgen, want daar staat ik op het water gericht. Want ik kan hier natuurlijk ook in de zomer zitten met 35 graden als ze allemaal half naakt liggen. En die camera keren. Ja, dan gaan de subs omhoog van Utah.
Die het achteraf terug gaan kijken.
Nee, maar snap je wat ik bedoel?
Ja, laten we lekker
Nee,
doen
want
wat
ik
jullie
haal hem daarop en af en toe zeggen ze van, nou, waar zit je nou? Dan keer ik even mijn camera, dan kun je het zien. That's it.
denken. Zo is het, ja.
Het is niet via een lut dat...
Mooie tas. Werk je bij PostNL of is het een mooie vesttas?
Het is namelijk vistas, maar ik heb 20 jaar gewerkt bij de post.
Nu klaar mee?
Ja. Als je 20 jaar hebt gedaan, dan heb je toch wel je tijd erin gezet, man.
Ja, dat is een hele poos.
Maar ik het zou zeggen, als jij thuis mocht blijven omdat het stormde en regende van je werk, dan moesten wij gewoon lopen.
Ja, natuurlijk.
Weet je, er was bij ons geen... Oh, windkracht 9? Ja, dan kun je nog steeds op je fiets.
Gewoon door. Voor merk zelf, ik doe een zonnebril monteren, maar het maakt niet uit of het regent of het zon schijnt. Kom buiten.
Ja, maar
Met
met,
windkracht gaan we niet altijd overwerk in. En zeg wel
nee, maar ik ben ook glazenmes geweest, dus ik weet wel dat er een bepaalde level zitten in dingen.
Vind ik acceptabel 6, vind ik wel interessant voor.
Nou ja, ik pak toch in, dus even een nieuw haakje erin zetten. Jezus. Nou,
Nou, lekkere glibberige handjes, maar je hebt wel wat.
ja.
Een
Nou,
beetje een mooie dag.
ja, jij ook, kerel.
Dankjewel voor deze ervaring, wat leuk om te zien.
Is goed, kerel. Waar is mijn haak? Pak wel een nieuwe. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, I'm back. Holy shit. That's what you call a fucking eel. Goddamn. Yay! Oh, you saw him, Tommy? Yeah. Trust me. Fruit. This makes my month, my year. You know how long it has been for me that I caught an eel that size? Jesus. I first thought it was a carp, but then I felt it swam backwards. And there is only one fish. Well, yeah, one fish, basically, conger eels and the normal eels that can swim backwards. And I was like, no. He was pulling my rod out of my hand. I was like, hey, this is way bigger. Okay, I throw in one more time. I cannot stop now with an eel like that. Holy shit, motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm happy too, man. I'm really happy. These kind of eels fruit you catch maybe. I know in Australia you guys got really big eels in the rivers. But here in the Netherlands they are really rare as fuck. And trust me, a size eel like this, I would love to have taken this one home to eat. But yeah, they're on the endangered species list in the Netherlands. So yeah, if somebody sees that and calls the cop, I can go to jail for it and pay a €3,000 fine. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. By the way, if you think, what did he catch them on? 2 little worms. This really made my day, my week, my month. This is why you want to fish and catch fish. Last time of a throw in with the worm and with the maggots. Now I really have to figure out how I can make clips and things. Yeah, this fruit shorty, this was really a fish. If I would have caught an eel, I would think, okay, it's gonna be a small one. That's normal here. Smaller ones and a little bit bigger. But this size, no, trust me. You can ask Tommy and anybody in the Netherlands, how often do you catch eels like that? Ha, it's not gonna be often. Those are really rare. And what really made it special was all the people around me that were happy, like, oh, look at him. Wow, that's nice. Positivity around you. And not like, oh, he's hurting a fucking fish. No, I'm not. Damn. This was one hell of a day to fish. Smart move, Whitey. You did the right thing. Yep, 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 yep. I never do the right thing. Pow, pow, pow. Yay. Damn, I'm so happy. But I don't need to wash my hands because holy shit. What do you learn something today? I learned you something? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure you took the right medication, fruit? And the bite of that eel, fruit shorty, it was really like this. Was my finger in screen here? Like this. Poink, poink. That was it. It didn't do anything more. It was just like poink, poink. And I was like, hey, I got something. Wang. Yay, big eel. Cool. Happy. I caught my eel, second eel. The first one I caught with Tommy at the canal. But that was falsely hooked. This one was hooked rightly. Nice. Oh yeah, bro. They slip and they really slip and slide everywhere. I mean, if you look at my pants, there's slime on it. My shoes, my hands, my shirt. I'm looking like shit. But that's okay. I know that that's gonna happen when I go fishing. But yeah, it's worth it. Trust me. An eel that size here in the Netherlands. Yeah, you gladly. But if you look at my net, that is not that dirty. So yeah, I'm happy. It's weird how one fish can make you happy like that, man. Holy shit. And I just wanted to stop. Tick tick. Now we go on a little bit longer. I got still 10% left of the battery, so. Do you never? Did you ever fish on eels fruit in Australia? Because I know you guys, or yeah, you guys have eels there too, big ones. Yeah. But it's okay. We got a washing machine in the hotel and a dryer. So I will throw it in there and it's done for tomorrow. But damn, I would love to have taken that eel home, man. That's a good meal. And normally, like 25, 30 years ago, I would have taken it home because it was allowed. Holy cow. That was a nice eel. Yeah, they do here too, man. Blue grayish, white tint. Here they are a delicatessen. I know they are been eaten in Australia too because I saw a documentary about the Aboriginals and I saw those guys had a few and they were eating them. Only for them it's food, you know, it's not a delicacy like here in the Netherlands. But man, this one would be nice in a stew made with potatoes or grilled. Oh, this one was too big to be smoked. Those really thick ones, you don't want to smoke them. You have to bake them, stew them. I think it's a beautiful fish. Always when Tommy is streaming, I always say, "Oh, catch an eel, catch an eel." I know because he hates them. Yeah, and I love them. Even though I hate the slime of it, but I love the fish. And you can ask Tommy usually. Oh, Morena. Oh, yeah. Can you eat those, by the way? I never learned if you can eat moeraines. I do know that if they bite you, they have a nasty bite.
Ich finde, wir haben so viele Sachen erlebt.
Yeah, my battery is under the 10%. So I think I do 10 more minutes. That's what I said before I caught the big eel. But if my phone is empty, I cannot stream anymore, of course. And I can stream about, well, I'm already streaming 3.5 hours. That's already a long time, but so the battery prolongs it 1.5 hours. That's not really long, but okay. Yeah, because the eel that I just caught can also swim in salt water, because basically they're breathing in salt water in the Saragossa Sea. That's where they breathe. And so they do go from fresh water to salt water and back. So this one would already have made that trip, made to have children and things like that. But the people in the Netherlands really like the thinner eels because those you can smoke, and then eat them from the bones. Hey, look, that is my enemy. He's eating a fish. He just caught a fish. I don't know what it is. I think it's a little spearing or a foreign. That's possible too. Yeah, 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 yeah. But they also have big teeth in their mouth. So that's these eels. I'm not worried about if I put my finger in his mouth that he will chomp it off. If you do that with a marine, he's gonna bite your hand and you're gonna get some holes. And yeah, well, competition. Most fishermen don't like it when they're around because they do scare away all the fish. I mean, the fish are not idiots. So they know there is a predator and they will move away. And especially in a place like this, it's hard to get the fish back on the feeding. That's why here you will catch some and maybe not. While I can fish at certain canals, and when I fish there, I can catch like 30. But when you see one of those birds, it's over. They dive one, two times around your floater because they know that you're fishing for the fish. They're not idiots. And it's okay. They have to feed their little ones also. Only issue I have is with seagulls because those fuckers don't know their place. They think they own everything. If you sit here with a sandwich in your hand, you have to eat it goddamn quickly. But those other birds on the water eating fish, they only eat fish and things like that, so I'm not worried. There's a lot of garbage in the water. I don't get it why people throw things in the water. When I go fishing on a boat, I never throw something in the water. Hey Olaf, I'm streaming a few more minutes, like 10 I think. Well, maybe 20 if my phone makes it. But I don't know if you were here, but you just missed a fucking giant eel, man. Holy cow. I'm gonna make a short or a clip or something of it and put it on my site because that, yeah, that was. If I know how, but I will figure it out. I will ask my friends. And it was the tiniest bite. It, if you would have seen it, you would think by yourself, it's a itty bitty small little bait fish. Not a fucking eel of holy shit. And he was heavy, man. He was really thick. Yeah. Oh, Olaf. It was, I think, 15 minutes ago. Yeah. I saw two little. Where's my finger? Here. Tick, tick. That was it. Yeah, that's why. And then I was like, okay. And I hit it, and straight up my whole rod bended over. I was like, what the fuck? I thought first that it was a carp because it took even line out of my reel. I was like, what? And then I felt it swimming backwards, and I was like, holy shit. It was a fucker of an eel, man. It was really a big one. Nice, thick, like this. So, yeah. That fish made my year, I think. Yeah. And then when you tell people that you get something like this, they're like, oh, you're exaggerating. Well, now I can say, watch my stream. You can see it. It's no bullshit. Because it's funny because a lot of people, especially tourists, when they come here, they think that in this water nothing lives. And there is plenty of fish living here. That's why I wanted some bait fish. I could put a rod out on pike, but it didn't happen. And I don't want to use too much of a big fish because if you don't catch anything, it's a waste to throw it back. I'd rather use little fish because those are babies. That there are plenty of those. And a big eel like that would also take a little bait fish. But first I catch a little bass on a bait fish, not even hooked, and then an eel of a motherfucker. Yeah. Yay! No matter what, well, I got a flat tire. That's the shitty part, so I have to walk home with the bike in my hand. But damn, there is not much that can ruin my mood. Yeah, but that's the funny thing, you know. You're fishing, and usually when you go fishing, I know for you guys in Australia and in America, it's different because you guys are really focused on the big boys. But like myself here in the Netherlands, when I'm with Tommy, yes, of course we want to catch big ones. But if you catch small ones, we're happy, you know, because here in the Netherlands we got a saying, and it's as long as you lost the number 0, you're won. You know, even if you catch only one fish, if you sit like what I'm doing now at the canal, it doesn't cost much, basically, you know, and you're enjoying yourself, you have a nice time. And that's different. I mean, if we go to the pier or the North Sea, yeah, then you spend money. Then you would like to catch some fish because you can eat those, you take them home. That's different. But this, no. I mean, even if I wouldn't have caught anything, I still would have a great time because I sat in the sun. I've talked to you guys, you know, yeah. Like I said, in the early days, I wouldn't have a picture of that big eel. Now I had people that seen that eel. I can put it on my site and show everybody that eel. You know, it proves Oh, the water is healthy. Oh, really? And then maybe in the future there are going to be more people sitting here fishing. Yeah, why not? And I'm loving the sun, to be honest, a little bit now. I know it's not really good for me to sit this long in the sun, but hell, we make it a nice 4 hours. It's the longest stream I ever did. And then maybe tonight I'm gonna stream some games. Or I'm gonna try to figure out how I can make a video or a clip or whatever. But there is no rush. I'm already happy I got 22 likes. It may sound weird for a lot of people, but yeah. No, but that's what I mean. If you catch two fish on one hook, and one is not even hooked, he's got the bait loose in his mouth. So basically, he said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna give this fish up. Pull me up." Yeah, of course, that's not something that's gonna happen on a regular basis. That's the same if you fish with night crawlers. I mean, there are people in the Netherlands that caught a pike on night crawlers. And not an itty bitty small pike. We're talking about a pike over a meter long. Those things don't happen that often. You know, I mean, and that's what makes fishing so great. Yeah, you have days that you don't catch anything. You can go home depressed. Or what I see with other streamers, usually really big streamers. KD doesn't have it. And South Coast doesn't have it, but there are a few others. If they don't catch anything, you know, or they don't get over 100 subs in the chat, they start to cry and oh, I'm gonna stop my channel. What the fuck? Be happy if you got 2 people in. No, enjoy it. Yeah, I understand you make your money that way. I do understand that. But hey, there's nothing wrong with a normal regular job either. If you have to combine that. You know, I mean, everything what everybody does depends on the persons themselves. I mean, the moment you get monetized, you cannot expect people to be putting money in or whatever. That's yeah. If you start a channel for that, eh, I don't. I do it for enjoyment and to learn from other people. Well, Pinky, a little bit more. I, okay, this is gonna sound racist. Fuck. You can better call me a little bit like Redskin. Uh, sorry, but it is. Oh my god. But it's okay, fruit shorty, because now I get a little bit too much sun. But it's not like I'm gonna be fishing tomorrow or sitting in the sun. So, you know, it's not like I'm gonna be but I do want to look a little bit representable in the hotel. And if you're really white, like I am normally, yeah, it's I mean, I had people coming to me on holiday, a woman I didn't know, and she was like, "May I ask you something?" I said, "Yeah, sure." She said, "What kind of cancer do you have?" I looked at her. I said, "What the fuck?" "Yeah, you're so skinny and white." Wow. My father came to me. He was there also on holiday. I said, "You never know what this woman said." And I said it to him. He said, "But look at her. Her tits are fake. Her ass is fake. What the fuck she talking about? If she dies, you see chemical waste." I was like, yay. No, but Olaf, you know what it is? I don't mind people making money of whatever they do. You know, if you can do it, respect. But what I'm saying is, you cannot expect that if you got 20k subs and you're monetized, that your income is going to be a steady income because people will donate money because they want to donate something to you. And to expect people to just donate money because you're live, it's a little bit the same that the moment you go live and you see already on the screen, guys, please like and sub. I can understand it if you want to grow and you want to make your job out of it. But it's weird because you're already asking people to like something and they didn't even see anything. I mean, if you would watch my stream and it would be boring for you, and I ask you to put a like in, that's no, you put a like in because you want to. Yeah, I may be weird a little bit in that, but of course, everybody wants to make money with the YouTube channel if it's big enough and people support it, right? You know. But how often I already seen by certain channels that all of a sudden their house get broken in twice, the car gets robbed twice with all the fishing gear in it, and then all the subs put money together to buy new stuff for them. You know, no. Holy shit, motherfucker. There should be a little gratitude. I had a hit on my other rod, and there is a small fish on it. I think. I think the hook is up his ass. No, it's in his face. Guys, a little fishy fishy. It should always be on pleasure. If you go fishing, it should always be on pleasure. The rest is extra. You cannot expect things. It's the same that you now have. Okay, I'm gonna fish till my battery's empty. So if it drops, guys, it drops because I got no more juice. Same with the students you got now. Oh yes, but we studied so we can work in society. So we want to have our debt being forgiven. Really, maybe go work. Don't make a big debt if you cannot afford it. I don't know. Yeah, but we cannot live off the money we're already getting for nothing. Yeah, whose problem is that? Mine? No, yours. Grow up. Everybody had debt in their life and had to pay it back. Every time that I'm thinking I'm gonna stop fishing, I'm catching. What the? I think that the trick that Tommy is using, and he didn't tell me. Just think I'm gonna stop soon, and then you catch. That's why he's always catching. Fucking little brat. Nah. You're welcome, Fruit. I really like that you were here the whole time and